The X books. The Hellfire Gala continues. We are going to continue onward with Excalibur number 21. Last we left off, we've gotten little images, little setups for little like mini arcs within this Hellfire Gala arc. Every book has its own set of troubles that it's dealing with. So, Excalibur is almost no different. We start off with the Excalibur team all gathered around, getting ready to go for the gala. We get a closer look at Betsy's drip because I remember last week I didn't very much particularly enjoy her look. I'm still on the fence about it. It's not my favorite look. I don't know what this makeup is. Josh, you're muted.
I don't feel as harshly about it as I did last time. I kind of see what I still don't understand what the red is about, but I don't think it looks as atrocious since I looked at it long enough.
It's not as bad as before, but I'm still not digging it. I do dig Richter's suit, though. He got the cool suit with the druid hood. Mm-hmm. It's pretty fire. Gambit's just not wearing he's just have his open shirt and open jacket. I think Jubilee's dress is kind of pretty. I think it's pretty cool. Rogue's is okay. It's very Rogue, honestly. Like, this is what I expect Rogue to wear. So yeah, we cut over to the gala. The Excalibur team has arrived, and Richter's just in the background, just mumbling shit to himself, just like, everybody seems to have forgotten what Apocalypse did for all of us.
Oh, damn, bro. All right. Okay. You want to talk about niggas not forgetting shit? How about all the people that didn't forget all of the trials and tribulations they put through?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know because you was in your house like a little bitch.
He's just like,
didn't touch the ground.
He's like,
before Daddy Apocalypse showed you that you could be something.
We wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for whatever his name is pronounced.
He loves him.
He does. He seems to love him. He's like a dad.
As a father, a daddy, as a sugar daddy, all of that.
Yeah.
All the love.
Speaking of zaddies, Shatterstar just pulls up out of nowhere. And he's still bloodied up from... Okay, so a little backstory. In X Factor, it turns out Shatterstar was stuck in Mojo World. The X Factor team recently saved them as in their blitz to close all remaining storylines because X Factor's final issue is coming soon. So they rescued Shatterstar, and it seems to have happened literally 2 minutes ago because he's still bloodied up from all the shit he had to do to save Siren from the Morrigan. And he just approaches Richter over. He's like, "Julio, my love." And Julio's like, "Dude, why the fuck are you so bloody right now?" And he's not actually thrilled to see him because I guess they had a falling out a while ago. They used to be together. They are no longer together. And it's pretty weird to see him at this point, I guess, since he's been missing since this whole Krakoa ordeal began. So, yeah, that happened. The next page is a bit of a spoiler considering the next issue. But Rogue is one of the new elected X-Men members by the Krakoan Nation. Good for Rogue. It works. I have no complaints. And since she's going to be full-time duty on the X-Men, she's not going to be on the Excalibur team as a result.
That's cool.
Which is fine. Gambit is also probably quitting. He's like, I'll just do something else, I guess. I'll find another team.
Mademoiselle. I don't know.
Mademoiselle, I'll be.
Yeah.
I'll find another team to be all New Orleansy at.
Like what? Am I supposed to know what he's saying? No.
So Pete Wisdom also shows up, who's kind of like a tertiary character and all this. He's kind of like the mutant representation in M13, and he pulls up to Betsy and asks her to dance, and he's like, "Look into my mind. Shady shit is happening here." So it turns out one of the leaders of the Coven Akaba, which is this mutant-hating magic cult that hates them so much.
Hating magic cult.
Yeah. And they're just here. He informs them that like the leader of them all, Brousseau, has become an ambassador, Britain's ambassador to Krakoa. And he has just come here to fuck shit up because he is a hateful British man. And it turns out that he has set up a meeting with Emma Frost, and Xavier's still rocking the gold-plated Cerebro. And he basically explains, like, I don't want nothing to do with Krakoa anymore. And I also want Otherworld back. And their whole reason is that, like,
the whole Otherworld, all of it.
No, we don't want
that meddling in our magic world.
Yeah, and basically they don't. The whole thing about Captain Britain and her side story with the British government is that she is Captain Britain, but she is also a mutant, and they are racist, so they don't want that.
Basically,
they got mad that their not mutant white man is no longer Captain Britain, and they want him back. They want him back very bad. Not just them. Yeah. Not just them. Saturnine also wants Brian Bradley.
Everybody. That's all Betsy's been doing.
Yeah. So, Betsy's not having a good time navigating these shitty political waters. So the British government cuts all ties with Krakoa, and Xavier's like, all right.
Right on the spot. He's like, oh.
This is weird.
Okay.
But I don't know. All right.
Sure. Yeah.
He says, but there's like a ton of our drugs in your country, and he's like, we took.
Emma Frost was on it immediately. She's like, we got mad at them things out there in your place. What are you talking about? And he was like, no, we already rounded that up.
Yeah, we rounded that up. We're returning it to you. We don't want nothing to do with you. And I'm like, damn.
Oh, nigga said we repossessed them all already. I was like, damn, nigga, you took the healing drugs away from your people? Did you feel some kind of way?
Dude, it takes
my God.
It takes a special kind of racism to take away the cure for cancer away from your people.
That's literally like what happens in the real world.
That's
like,
ultra
really stupid racist motherfuckers.
For real.
That want to control everything. So, no, we will not allow people to live healthy and stuff.
And stiff.
We're going to charge them all for everything.
And have 5 extra years, as one of the drugs do. I think they give you 5 extra years of life. But, yeah. Well, that happened. We cut over to Captain Avalon and his wife flirting, being corny and flirting. He's like, my lady, my lord. All that stuff. He goes off to get her a drink. And then Nightcrawler pulls up, and I'm like... He starts flirting with her too, and I'm like, Nightcrawler, you're a man of God. What are you doing? She's a married woman. So yeah, he just flirts with Captain Avalon's wife to his face, and Captain Avalon's like, "What's going on here?" And his wife doesn't even like stick up. He's just like, "Nah, it's nothing. We're just having a little fun." What's going on?
Well, he says I have to congratulate you on something.
Yeah. Damn.
And Avalon, I think she's hiding that she's pregnant.
Oh, yeah? Okay. Well, good for Nightcrawler, I guess. Damn, dude. He's coming out here putting the boobs on her. That's not right. So Betsy and Rachel show up, and Rachel's like, yeah, I want to dance for real and not be some weird psychic information thing. Just like you want to have a good time finally instead of dealing with this shit. And they dance, and she apologizes because an arc ago she told the Excalibur team not to pry into her mind when she was in a comatose state. So, she wanted to apologize for a bad judgment call, and she was like, how could you have known, basically? Meanwhile, I guess like Brousseau left the Hellfire Gala out of nowhere, and they go to the Coven of Kaba. Pete Wisdom is also there because I guess he has to hang with them. And they start doing this weird ritual shit. And he's like, we've finally dissolved the alliance with Krakoa. And, yeah, I guess they're like, we will break Morgan's chains with magic and bring her home. with mutant blood. So they all snatch Pete Wisdom and kill him as a sacrifice to bring Morgan Le Fay back into the breathing world. Because I guess she, like, way back in, like, the first arc of Excalibur, she was captured by Jamie and was kept prisoner by him. So
and experimented on.
Yeah, so now she's back. Yeah, she's fully back, and she just starts killing people in Avalon. Meanwhile, Richter just goes off on his own and is fucking petty. He's like, man, hail guardians, hail druids of this land.
I want to bring your attention to something. Yeah. So you see how they talk about Braddock being, they said, we called to you on this night when the witch spread revel, and the Mad King is away among the stars.
Where?
That's important. Look at that panel.
Which panel? I see.
Braddock.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can see Earth in the background, so you know he's off Earth.
Oh, yeah, he is off Earth. Yeah, something happened there. I don't know why he's off Earth.
I think that's a clue to something. We'll address it in the next issue of X-Men.
Good call. So, Druid goes off, and he summons, like, all these druids. I don't know why. He just came in and is just like, I am the Druid King. To me, my druids. Which is kind of cool. It's a cool ability to have. So, I guess that's happening. Morgan Le Fay continues to kill people. And I guess she arrives on Krakoa. She's actually on there. And I guess she teleports away. And as Richter starts to notice it, he just sees Shatterstar and he's like, Shatterstar. And, you know, they have like a little bit of a reconciliation moment. They kind of grab some beers and sit on the rocks. And, you know, I guess Richter calmed the fuck down. So there's that. That's the end of Excalibur. It was an alright issue. I wasn't like, not the stuff with the British government and Captain Britain is one of the less interesting parts of Excalibur, I think. So whenever it gets into that, I guess it's not like super interesting. Although the Covenant Kappa are kind of like compelling villains in a way, I guess.
Yeah, I think these guys are gonna be a big deal eventually because, you know, they're part of the UK and losing them as allies, I don't know. I think that's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, I think it's mostly significance for the mutants because they really want Otherworld. So, you know, and they're very closely tied to Britain, I guess. So, you know, an alliance with Britain means they can enter Otherworld as they want. Without it, it's kind of not.
Oh, and they go through the lighthouse.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they can.
Yeah.
But, you know,
but
the government is like, didn't he say that they have to like not use those, like they have to make those gates inert? Essentially, they can't go.
I think that's why Druid retaliated. He did something.
Yeah,
he built some type of landmass over there.
I see.
So we'll see.
Yeah. Anyway, that was Excalibur. We're moving on to our next book, X-Men number 21. Last we left off with the X-Men. It's still the Gala. So, you know, it's just a fresh part of the Gala. We open up at the reception. Jamie Madrox, who works as a kitchen staff here, despite also being the guy who manufactures all of the Krakoan drugs. He's also, I guess, a waiter. So he goes over to Namor. Namor is just chilling. And he's like, here, do you want this drink? Here, have a drink. And Namor's like, I want all of the drinks. And that's when Magneto and Xavier pull up. And they basically have a very Hickman-esque conversation. Basically, they ask him, hey, are you ready to be an ally of Krakoa right now? Can we finally count on your support? And Namor's like,
he can give you a seat on the council.
Yeah, they offer him a seat on the council. And Namor's like, no, I know you guys are shady. I know something shady's happening here. I don't like it. I don't want to be involved in it, basically.
Well, to me, honestly, I think he was just coming across like, y'all ain't got shit yet. Y'all haven't done nothing yet.
Yeah.
Like like he made a point to say that I own 70% of the world already. You own an island. In my dreams, I want to be the king of kings. I want to rule this world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's not what you guys want, essentially.
Well, they can't give that to him. At least that's how he sees it.
Yeah.
But he's the number one leader of something significant more than what he has.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the reason I say that he's also like, this is a little shady, is that he also makes a point that I don't want to be on a council with those pretending to be my peers. Like, he knows that they want his strength for something, you know? Like, he's not going to dance around it. It's like, you don't really want me on the council. You, like, know that I own all of this fucking planet, basically. I don't know. I'm reading a lot into it, I guess. But there is a weird point of continuity where he's like, fuck off, and he walks away, and then he just starts hanging out with the Avengers, and I'm like, aren't you beefing with them?
Actually, that's not the Avengers. That's a different team.
No, that's Iron Man and Captain America and Black Panther
and Reed Richards.
Well, Reed Richards is just there, but the rest of the Avengers...
And Doctor Strange.
Yeah, but there's Captain America, Black Panther...
Marvel Illuminati.
You're right. Damn, how could I not see that?
Because I missed the
again? Damn, Hickman, they just did this.
Well, he's just talking to them. I think it's, I don't know. I thought it was, if you look at what he was saying, again, about saying, what do you guys have to offer that I don't already have dominion over or whatever, right? And then he kind of leaves them and goes together with these guys. And basically, they're the big boys. They're the ones that make the decisions to run the planet. At least that's how it was. That had been the status quo. Mm-hmm. Remember? That was, what the lead up to Secret Wars was all about.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. When I first read this, I really read it as like, oh, whatever, Namor, you're an asshole. But then I read this again, and I was like, well, I don't think that Hickman put this in to make Magneto and Mr. Gold Chrome Dome Xavier look like some chumps. I think this is... I'll let you know the rest of my thoughts towards the end because there's a very relevant point to make where I feel like he's making them seem very small right now.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
And
well, honestly...
yeah.
Good catch on the, because these are the Illuminati members. So I didn't even really catch that. But I guess I'm just saying it's a continuity error because, like, Iron Man and Captain America and Black Panther are fighting against his nation currently, even.
What?
Remember in the Battle for the Phoenix? They were literally fighting him and his people.
Well, I don't think they're hanging out right now. I think he just pulled up on them, and I think it was just an artistic thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
But maybe, you know what I'm saying? Whatever.
It's not I don't really care. I'm cool with it. I will choose X-Men over, like, Hickman's X-Men over Jason Aaron's Avengers any day.
Right? As far as...
I'm
like,
just saying I noticed.
Who trumps in continuity, yeah.
Yeah, I just noticed is all I'm saying. Meanwhile, we cut back over to the party, and the X-Men, Cyclops introduces the new X-Men, through, like, telepathic... well, first of all, they all communicate to every mutant on Earth telepathically. Doctor Strange is like, what's going on here? And he, like, peers into their minds. He's like, oh, they're just asking every mutant why they would want to be on Krakoa, not on Krakoa, the X-Men if they wanted to be. It's nothing bad. He makes sure. But, yeah, at the end of the day, the new X-Men team is comprised of Rogue, Sunfire, X-23 Wolverine, Sync, and Polaris, and they make up the new team. Two of these team members have been inside the Vault before, which is fascinating.
I was really happy. I was really happy to see that they put on the same team together. I really hope that they try to get back. They try to show, like, romantic.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
I don't see that not being significant, like that by design to both of these guys understand that they're on the team. But yeah, I mean, X Factor's ending, so I guess Polaris needs a book. So there she is, which is good. I mean, if I'm gonna miss X Factor, but at the same time, I'm glad that Polaris is on something because I do like her character. What is her dress even? It's like just floating in the air.
It is. It's probably just liquid metal or something floating around.
That would be so fire! Liquid metal dress. I'm here for it. Sunfire's look is pretty cool. I think so. I don't know. What do you think? I don't know.
I guess I don't know much about him, so it's.
I guess it's just fire. He's got fire powers.
Yeah, I guess that's cool. He became the sun.
Yeah. Okay, so we get an informational page, the Red Diamond, which we got a while ago in the Powers and House of X stuff, and I think scattered along like the first few issues of X-Men, where they drop very cryptic fucking hints at what's coming next. And yeah, I think there's
any of these you want to talk about in particular?
Well, I'm trying to guess because I think every one of these hints corresponds with a book, with one of the series running. I think one of them, the Seducer one, is obviously. I think this is Douglas. I think this is Cypher, and the Araco woman that he married. Seducer made an honest man out of the island's favorite boy. I think that's definitely Cypher. I bet I'd bet you like to know how the fittest of all mutant is handling his second Genesis. Obviously, Apocalypse.
Oh, okay.
So basically, like, don't worry, we didn't forget about Apocalypse. He will be coming back at some point. There's a discussion about
a mutant that always gets what she wants.
Emma, because she talks about the box in a couple scenes. Remember she's talking to these two guys. That's the box they're talking about. I think this is
I see. Yeah, with the no place, which that's a brand new thing as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I'm not sure about what the first and last one is. There's 2 empty seats on the council. So I guess they're hinting here that there'll be little games played between people to see. People will start promising these seats and try to make deals and stuff, which is interesting. There's probably something coming up with Betsy and Psylocke coming too, with the Far Too Long. They share an existence. Now one has become 2. The first is a shattered captain. The other is under a sinister thumb. That's obviously Betsy Braddock and Psylocke.
Yeah, for sure.
There's the Crooked Market, which is probably an Excalibur thing at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of to break down here, but I don't know. I think the 59 Secret is probably the next X-Men series that's coming. I think this X-Men team is gonna discover some shady shit and be in opposition to Greco at some point. But in any case, we cut over to the next page where there are a ton of celebrity cameos.
A whole bunch, man.
Let's see how many I can name. That's Patton Oswalt right up front. There's George R.
Where was he in? What's he from? Patton Oswalt.
He's
King of Queens?
Yeah, King of Queens. He's in
yeah, that was him.
Yeah. There's George R. Martin, the guy who wrote Game of Thrones. There's Eminem.
The guy on the right?
Yeah. It's Eminem and Paul Rosenberg.
Paul Rosenberg. That's what that was.
Yeah. And
Method Man.
I think that's all I can recognize from this photo alone. I don't know who this lady is next to Patton Oswalt.
You don't see behind Eminem with the Wu-Tang hoodie on? That's Method Man.
That's Method Man? Sick.
I think so, yeah.
Nice.
Who else? Who's the person in the green suit? Glasses?
Oh, I don't know. He looks like he has an X-Men, but I thought they were maybe he's a mutant of some sort. I don't know. I could be wrong, but whatever. That's like a few of the cameos. Moving on to the next few issues. Cyclops meets Kevin Feige, who is the creative guy at Marvel, doing the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He's kind of the guy responsible for the cinematic universe. It's the dude in the hat that he goes up to Cyclops and is like, hey, what's your story? That's Kevin Feige.
This is actually really interesting since, I guess, they're planning for the X-Men to now be introduced. Like, I guess like sooner than later.
Yeah. I think it's a cute little Easter egg.
Like, theoretically,
Yeah, it's a cute little Easter egg, like, that Kevin Feige asks him what his story out of everybody is. It's kind of like a reverse Stan Lee cameo.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, that is kind of cool.
So, as Cyclops starts to explain his story, and he's like, I was blind to how the world works, but then I met a man who taught me how to see how things really were, and I loved him for it. But yeah, he basically is just like, I met Xavier, so he saved me, but I'm trying to not deify him because that's kind of a mistake. He said he wasn't just a savior, he was a man. He's not perfect, so I just love the idea of what he's done here, and that's why I follow him. What's my story? I'm a dreamer. I'm an X-Man. And as this is happening, Quentin Quire starts to gather various mutants together to go through a gate of some sort, and it's not the new.
Not just any mutants, bro.
Yeah, I mean it's not. It's not the newly elected X-Men either. It's like really strong ones. He's got Storm, Jean Grey,
all Omega level mutants. If you look, everybody, man.
Yeah, he's got what's his face? Damn, I keep forgetting his name. Dude with the big shoulder pads. He's got Bobby Frog.
Shit, the one that Sinister be beefing with. Yeah.
Yeah. Iceman.
Annihilator.
No, I don't think it's Annihilator. Damn. Whatever. He's got Iceman, and they go through a Krakoan gate, and that's the last we see of them at the moment. I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Oh, I have thoughts.
Ooh. All right, wait. Let's get through this.
Yeah.
So basically, Emma Frost gives everybody a telepathic fireworks show, and we see. But the fireworks show is interesting because she projects the same image to everyone, and she's like around this weird space thing, and all you see is this tiny red circle as you go deeper and deeper. You see, like she says, soft exhale and fireworks at the evening's end, which is not the end at all, but the beginning of a new age. And there are two people riding on these rubble things, and that's where the issue ends. First of all, I don't know what that means.
Okay. So, here are the thoughts. So, this is the idea. I think that's Mars.
Mm-hmm. They're going to colonize Mars?
Yes.
Yo!
Now, remember what I showed you that panel in Excalibur with Jamie Brado?
Yeah, that's what he was
doing. And he was like off Earth? Yeah. But hold on. You want to... Hold on. I got you. Give me 1 second. See, this is why you guys should go check out the YouTube. Which, by the way, if you're listening, leave a like.
Yeah.
Let us know how you feel about the show, man.
Leave a like, subscribe. Yeah. Oh,
well, if you listen on the podcast, drop that 5-star, buddy.
But yeah,
I'm looking for this page.
Yeah, while Josh pulls that up, for sure, we're very much tourists to the X-Men world. We kind of picked this up during Hickman's run. So if there's anything that we kind of like miss out on, please feel free to educate us in the comments. Yeah, I remember that panel.
Okay, well, look at the terrain around him.
Yeah, it's ice.
No, red.
Yeah, no, that's Mars. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it all clicked.
The purple stuff, I don't know. I think that's just power or something.
Yeah. I think he's literally...
And then what's the name of the next X-Men issue?
I can't read it.
It's right after the Children of the
Atom.
Oh my
God!
Planet-Size X-Men. It's too obvious. I'm surprised this is news to you. I was like,
dude, I'm a dummy. I'm
just sitting on Mars. They did leave a plant on Mars during House of X.
I thought that was the moon. I don't care. Either way, I'm just like, whoa, this issue got like 10 times better.
Yeah, this shit is crazy, man. They about to make big moves.
Damn.
I think it's gonna be something more than just like them colonizing Mars. I don't know, because remember, Captain America left that shit like.
I mean,
I don't think America's gonna like this stuff.
I mean, I guess he was saying everybody. He was like, man, I don't think a lot of people are going to appreciate you just colonizing.
Humans are going to feel away because you're flexing your nuts.
You stop fucking grabbing your nuts so hard, dude. You know, that's the problem with the mutants, is that they just like grab their nuts too hard and fast. It's like, slow down. Man, that's cool. I mean, I'm a big old dummy, so I'm just like, what? What's this red dot? Who are those people? But very into it. That's really cool. That's all. It's also such like a Hickmanian thing to do. Just like them pulling off this massive move just at a party, just to show off to the world.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, guys, y'all see this? We just turned Mars into a habitable planet.
Yeah.
With our mega mutants. We can create worlds and we can destroy them too. Fuck with us if you want. Peace.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm Hickman. It's been nice writing for y'all.
Yeah.
I'm going. See y'all at Inferno.
I think we actually have one more issue of X-Men, because I could be wrong, but I did remember seeing like the next thing on it. It could be one more, or maybe this was the last. But yeah, Hickman either way is.
No, X-Men's going to continue.
X-Men is
not writing for it, right? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, this is the last issue of X-Men that Hickman is writing, presumably because he's going to be writing Inferno, the event that's coming, I think in July, actually. My birthday month, dog. What a better way to say
Oh no, this Inferno's coming out like September.
Is it? Damn.
My birthday month.
Also Brian's birthday month.
So
you guys are sharing it.
Virgo.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Virgo squad, let's go, baby. You know what it is.
He's a Libra, Brian. Fool.
You disgust me.
Well, in any case, that was X-Men. Very fire. Can't wait to see what's next. With that being said, we have one more X book. Children of the Atom, number 4. The kids are also getting involved with the Gala, basically.
Oh, they all right. I'm just gonna go ahead. Oh, first of all, VGI for the last issue.
Oh yeah,
for sure, right? Okay. We're gonna call. I don't know if they had a title for this chapter. I don't know where to look for it at, where to find it, but I'll give you one right now, and it's called "Get Exposed."
Get exposed.
Get exposed. We don't have to guess anymore about anything.
Yeah. No, for
sure.
These kids aren't mutants.
They are not mutants. These niggas is pretenders. They identify. Let me stop. That's wrong. They identify as mutants, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I called that. I said it at the very beginning.
Technology, though.
Yeah. Well, they happen to get technology that completely is based on mutants that they know, which is cool. But anyway, every one of these issues is basically starting off with a narration, getting us to more familiar with one of the kids. This one's about Benjamin. And basically the whole thing about this issue is that the youngest member, who is the Nightcrawler copycat kid named JJ, has heard that Krakoa is opening its doors to humanity for one night only. And man, Thirsty McGlasses is immediately like, we should fucking go! And everybody's like, all right. I don't think they're letting everyone in. And she's like, all right, we'll figure it out. We should go. And everybody's like, just chill, dude. Damn. We don't even know how. But as they're talking about it, they notice Cole walking through. And Carmen, who wasn't there in the last issue where they basically overwhelmed him, I guess with the mutant talk, goes up to him and is like, "Hey, I'm sorry I couldn't come in and stuff. I was sick." And he was like, "Leave me alone. You and your mutant friends are not cool with me. And Benjamin comes in.
Stops her shit immediately.
Yeah, Benjamin comes in and immediately comes to her defense, and they are about to get into it. They break it up, and they walk away. Needless to say, Cole is pretty pissed at the team. He's not vibing with them right now. So, yeah. We then cut over to a flashback where all the kids are trying the technology that they found on the ship. You know, the technology that would eventually make them the superheroes that they are now. Each one of them is using a different one than we know them to use now, but we see, you know, who gets what at some point. Marvel guy, who is Benjamin, has the glove that apparently shoots out this weird pheromone thing, like a love spray. So, yeah, it's pretty weird. He uses.
Eventually, he has different applications for it, but yeah.
Yeah, but yeah,
that's what it shows right now.
That's the end of that scene, I guess. Is we learned that Benjamin is the child of divorce. He lives with his dad, and JJ is his younger stepbrother. He's the only one that he really vibes with in this side of the family. So, yeah, Carmen goes to visit him, and apparently he has a whole room dedicated to Wolverine and Deadpool. Very Edge.
Hell yeah.
Edge. He plays the drums.
He's in the dark room with just his laptop on.
Yeah. So, you know.
I hope it's okay.
Yeah. It's a pretty cool room, I guess. And Carmen basically comes out to him. She says, I'm a lesbian. And I'm like, and he has no questions. Like, aren't you dating Gabriel?
Yeah. Are we supposed to, did we misinterpret that?
No, I mean, I remember Buddy saying that they go out. And that's why she can't go out with the guy.
Yeah, even though the girl that's going out with the guy
loves the
like
girl.
Her.
Yeah, but she doesn't know that.
The guy that goes out with the girl that likes.
Yeah. Love triangle.
Yeah.
And
my head scrambled.
Yeah. It's at that point that she's also, I think, trying to admit to him that she's starting to manifest powers for real and not just from the technology as we've seen from the last issue where
ugly beastie powers.
Yeah. And before she could really let it out, the other team members show up and I'm like, you all just like meet up and shit. Y'all just
they all squatted up to this nigga's house like they knew.
They do it to everyone. Like, I don't think they've ever showed up at another person's house alone. Carmen might be the first to do that. But yeah, so they come in and Buddy is immediately like, yo, what if we use one of Cole's clothes to get in because he might be a mutant and the Krakoan gates scan mutant DNA and maybe that could be our way in. We could just like sew this into Cole's clothing into our costumes and then just go. And I'm like, God damn, Buddy.
Oh, you went hard, shorty. She was the whole reason I even thought they were mutants in the first place. Because she was so certain for sure, like, yo, we're gonna go to the gates.
Yeah.
We are, we're mutants.
Yeah.
I believed her, yo. I really believed her.
I mean, we all, like, the kids are even like, all right, what? Jeez. But yeah, everybody's like, nah, that feels weird. He's already mad at us, and now we're using him even more. It's kind of weird now. It's getting to a weird point. Benny's like, I don't think we should do that. And she's like, hey, don't you want to meet Wolverine? And he's like, yeah.
Yeah, I do.
I do want to meet
Wolverine. Really, really do.
And that's all the convincing he needs. It's just like, what if you met Wolverine today? And he's like, all right. So he goes off. And they all suit up at the Coney Island gate. They're about to give it a try. Carmen is the one that is about to be put through first, which is interesting because I was thinking like, oh man, she's gonna go through, and they're not gonna know it's because she's a mutant because she's got the clothes or whatever. But before that happens, a bunch of lights flash around them, and they are surrounded by these weaponized soldier dudes, and they fight them off for a while. Eventually, the soldier dudes get the better of them and capture them. JJ seems to get away, though. And they're trapped in this weird area. I don't know where they are. They're just like in this... It looks like the Xeno place because they have like little bits of human bodies around and stuff. But I don't think that's them. But... yeah, they basically is like, you hurt one of my human kids. So, yeah, I guess they're going to harvest their organs or something. This is some weird kind of mutant black market thing. And, before we really get into it all that much, JJ returns in a full-page spread with a lot of X-Men. And that's where the issue ends. I don't know where this is going. It's...
yeah.
This issue's good, but it's like, what's the point?
I was impressed that it stood relevant to the Gala story, especially since the story was really late, and again, like it was like a year late almost.
Yeah, but
it came out. So I when I read it thinking like, yeah, this is still Dawn of X right now. And it's like, fine, I'll just take it for what it is. But no, they're actually trying to stay with the times, and they made something of it. I think these X-Men are about to find out and react to these kids not being mutants, and I think that's what's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, you called it earlier. This is going to be a book about identity.
Yeah.
That can be really interesting.
I'm interested in where this goes from here because, they find out they're not mutants, and then what then?
Not wearing those uniforms and disgracing us.
I don't think they'll make them stop wearing the uniforms, but they'll probably be like, so you're not mutants? Bye!
Peace out! Good luck with everything.
Yeah, stuff like that. I don't know.
Call Captain America next time.
Yeah, I do like this issue, though. I do like the series. It just feels a little detached from everything, like kind of superfluous in a way. And that's his worst crime, and it's not a bad thing to be necessarily. It's just I'm trying to find its place in the overarching story of the Krakoan era X-Men. But, yeah, that's all I got to say about it. The X-Books were pretty cool this week, especially X-Men. That was fire. But that's all I got to say about it.